Umberto D'Olivate, he's got some work to do because he was behind Ballyheigue Bay last time. Mosspark's been well backed. Visor last time didn't really fire him. Will it do it today? Ziga Boy was pulled up last time in a war of attrition. He should do much better today.
And the bottom two, Financial Climate, who had a good season last year. Paid a little bit for that early on, but back in good form last time out with a success, up £4 for that. And finally, King's Apollo, you've heard from his young rider. He's gone up a total of £16 for his 2 wins.
And to boast with the novice handicap chase at Cheltenham next week as they set off with this William Hill Supreme Guaranteed Return Offer handicap chase and downhill towards the first fence. Ballyheigue Bay in the noseband in the centre, the blue with the hoop on the body, and safely over with Ziga Boy, just the last to land. And now they swing right-handed into the back straight. Financial Climate get it up the inside of Mosspark and Ballyheigue Bay. In the pink colours, Umberto D'Olivate. King's Apollo is towards the outside on the right under young James Nixon, and Ziga Boy last of the 6, clearing the first of 7 fences in the back straight. Real test of jumping round here at Sandown. Ballyheigue Bay lifts up just ahead of Financial Climate. Then Mosspark in the black jacket, King's Apollo 4th, Umberto D'Olivate and Ziga Boy. It's an open ditch and they all jumped it with aplomb, and now heading halfway down the back straight towards the next obstacle. Ballyheigue Bay, Tom Cannon for Chris Gordon. A combination have done really well this jump season. Bit of a breakthrough season for both of them. Chris Gordon on the 25 winner mark, Tom Cannon on 41. He's making great strides, this young Tom, as they now go towards the railway fences. Financial Climate on the inside of Ballyheigue Bay. On the right is King's Apollo, Umberto D'Olivate just in behind them. Then Mosspark, who was cajoled into that fence and doesn't look to be enjoying it at the moment. Gavin Sheehan issuing a reminder there. Ziga Boy is still held up at the back of the field. Ziga Boy is quite a good travelling horse, can travel strongly in his races, as they now exit the back straight for the first time. Ballyheigue Bay on the outside of Financial Climate. Wonder what the Financial Climate will be for bookmakers and punters at the end of the festivities next week. In third on the outside is King's Apollo, Umberto D'Olivate in the centre, pink jacket worn by Felix de Giles, Mosspark on the inner, and finally Ziga Boy. On to the pond fence, the one before the right-hand turn into the home straight. There won't be much between the leaders here. Ballyheigue Bay just landing in front of Financial Climate, who's on the inside, then King's Apollo. So turning now towards the next couple. Plain fence coming up, and then the outside portion of the final fence is an open ditch. Racing towards the well-filled enclosures here. Poplar Day at Sandown, Imperial Cup Day, Ballyheigue Bay, Financial Climate. Again, Mosspark just has to be cajoled along towards the inside. Doesn't travel too sweetly. King's Apollo's out wide. The last two, Umberto D'Olivate and Ziga Boy. Wayne Hutchinson aboard the grey. He can expect some good rides next week, Wayne. For Alan King, hearing from Alan King earlier, he's got quite a strong team going. Obvious big chances, but plenty with some sort of a chance there. Alan King has done well at Cheltenham in the past. Ballyheigue Bay from Financial Climate as they go towards the next turn, and then the long run downhill at the end of a circuit of the course. 11 fences on a circuit ahead of them. Financial Climate and Tom Garner on the inside of Ballyheigue Bay and Tom Cannon. Mosspark back on the inner, just behind Umberto D'Olivate, wider King's Apollo on the right now as they head downhill towards this plain fence. Ziga Boy still at the back of the field. Ballyheigue Bay jumping well. Mosspark, a bad mistake there, and again gets a reminder on landing. He has been the least impressive all round so far. Mosspark now in last place as they swing into the back straight and on towards another couple of plain fences, and then it will be another open ditch. Financial Climate on the left of Ballyheigue Bay. Both of these have been jumping soundly. King's Apollo right there on the outside. Mosspark making renewed headway on the inner. A little awkward there. Ziga Boy and then Umberto D'Olivate, who now drops to last, going over this next open ditch. And Ballyheigue Bay and Financial Climate landing as one. Mosspark has fought back into third. King's Apollo on the right, then Ziga Boy still catching the eye, travelling well, and Umberto Dolivarte halfway down the back straight. They're safely over. An awkward leap there from Umberto Dolivarte in last place, lost a length or two. On towards 6 out, the first of the railway fences, the 3 railway fences, and Financial Climate and Ballyheigue Bay have been sharing the lead throughout so far. Another mistake from Umberto Dolivarte. Still with a chance on the right is King's Apollo. Ziga Boy is beginning to bear down on them under a quiet ride. Mosspark under a less quiet ride, necessarily so, on the inside. They cleared the last in the back straight and now head towards the right-hander, and it's Financial Climate by a neck to Ballyheigue Bay. King's Apollo on the outside, Mosspark still there with a chance despite a few errors, despite racing very lazily, and Ziga Boy is breathing down their necks. On the run towards the pond fence now. Jockey is beginning to work hard. Financial Climate has just about beaten off Ballyheigue Bay for the time being. King's Apollo on the outside, Mosspark. But looking at the posture of the jockeys, you'd want to be Wayne Hutchinson on Ziga Boy at the moment. Here's 3 out. Over it was Financial Climate from Ballyheigue Bay. Now Hutchinson gets to work on Ziga Boy, who moves into 3rd place on the outside of Mosspark. A little crowded as they enter the home straight. Financial Climate, Mosspark is still there, 2 out. Financial Climate, Mosspark, Ballyheigue Bay. Ziga Boy will have to be switched out wide. What will he find as they head towards the last? Financial Climate is finding plenty for young Tom Garner. Here now is the final fence. Financial Climate, Ballyheigue Bay 2nd, Mosspark 3rd. Ziga Boy down the outside. They race up the hill. Financial Climate is holding on grimly here. Mosspark into 2nd place, a length and a tail down, close to the finish. Financial Climate, hold on from Mosspark. In 3rd, Ballyheigue Bay. Ziga Boy didn't find as much as he looked like doing. Then King's Apollo and Umberto Dolivarte last of all. Financial Climate in the